Okay, so this is going to be a video that will discuss the specific instructions for order 004A. Okay, so again, this is a bit more complicated than the than order 001 and 002. So just need to discuss it a bit. Alright, so the basics are 400 to 450 words each. Article style should be very informative but also casual and personal. Okay, I'll discuss this a bit later, a bit more later on. Okay, and then you need to use subheaders and subtopics. So just to give you an example, this is a subheader. Okay, if this is the title, this is the subheader, and then you discuss this particular thing, and then another subheader, and then you discuss a particular thing, and so on. Okay, also bullet lists and number lists are allowed. So a bullet list is going to look like this. This is a bullet list, and this is the number list. Okay, so you can do that if it's appropriate for the article that you're writing. Okay, so you can choose which one is better, if it's better to have only subheaders or if it's better to have bullet list or number list. It depends on you and the article that you're writing, right? Now, article structure. So for this one, the title should have the keywords or should have the keyword should be the first words in your title. Okay, so let's say you want your title to be, let's say your keyword is panic attacks, right? And as you see here, let's just go down here first. The main topics for this order is how to stop panic attacks, how to stop anxiety attacks, and the Panic Away book. If I assign this article to you, I will give you a copy of the book so that maybe you want to just go through it a bit so you know what you're talking about. But there. So anyway, let's say the keyword I give you is panic attacks, right? And you write an article on how to stop panic attacks. Let's say the title you want is 5 easy and effective, like this one. 5 easy or 7 easy and fast ways to relieve stress. Let's just say let's just say the keyword is relieve stress. So this is not a good title in a way that the keyword is at the end. So it's just better to make it, let's just cut that and then copy that here or paste that here and then put a dash. Okay, so this is a better title, relieve stress, 7 easy and fast ways, and then remove the 2 there. Okay, that's the first thing that you need to consider for the title. The keywords must be the first words that you use. And then the next thing is, it would be good to have numbers and some very strong words. Okay, numbers, because when a reader sees your title, basically they decide whether to read your article or not based on your title. And I don't know why, but it is human nature, I guess, that if a number is there, they think that the article would be easier to read. Okay, as opposed to, let's just say your title is relieve stress in easy and fast ways, right? It's not that convincing, it's not that interesting, as opposed to relieve stress, 7 easy and fast ways. So basically, in the reader's mind, hey, I can relieve stress in just 7 easy and fast ways, so they'll read your article. All right, so there are 3 things. First is the keywords should be the first words you use. We have that here. And then you should have a number. By the way, for the number, it has to be either an odd number. So best numbers to use are 3, 5, and 7, or 10. Okay, so 5 easy ways, 3 easy ways, 3 steps, 5 steps, 7 steps, or 10 tips there. So 3, 5, 7, and 10. Alright, so we have the number here, and then some very strong words, meaning you just want to emphasize things. So you want to give them 7 ways to relieve stress, but you want to emphasize that the information you're providing are easy and fast ways. So these are the strong words. Okay, that's for the title. Introductory paragraph, you just need to connect to connect the title to the content. So just give a brief introduction on what the reader is going to learn in your article. Okay, and here is where we say that this has to be personal. You need to inject some emotions and empathy. Okay, so as I said, the main topics are panic attacks and anxiety attacks. First thing you need to do is understand what panic attacks and anxiety attacks are. Okay, panic attacks is not the same as panicking. Alright, panic attacks, just to give you a background, panic attacks are kind of it's not really a mental disorder, but it's kind of a psychological problem already. Some people who are afraid of panic attacks don't go out of their house ever anymore. There, it's much worse than actually just panicking. When you panic, it's just like, oh my god, what's happening, it's just like that, right? But in reality, it's nothing. You get past that. But panic attacks and anxiety attacks actually affect people's lives, and you need to understand that. So do some research, and again, I will give you the book so that you will know what you're talking about in the articles. All right, so anyway, about emotions and empathy, since these are about panic attacks and anxiety attacks, it would be good if you would pretend that you're one of the people who have experienced panic attacks, or who is experiencing panic attacks still, or you can say that you did experience it once in your life for maybe a couple number of years, but you got over it, so now you're providing help on how to stop it there. So it would be good to connect to the reader, saying that, hey, I know what you're going through. I know it's not a good feeling to experience panic attacks. I know that it's horrible. I know that it's hard. So because I know, I want to help you. Something like that. Because again, this is a real condition that people go through. So for them to actually trust the article that you're writing and trust the information that you're providing, they need to know that you yourself as the writer has gone through what they are going through, right? It's a trust thing. So you don't really trust someone if they don't know anything about it, right? So for example, let's just say that I have panic attacks and you don't. And then you tell me that, hey, this is what you should do, this is what you should do to stop your panic attacks. My reaction would be, how would you know? You didn't experience it. Exactly. So, why would I trust you? Why would I trust what you're saying? Right? So you have to tell them that you understand what they're going through, you did go through it yourself, or you're still going through it, and you know what it's like, so you want to provide the information to help the reader out. Okay? So again, you need to be very personal here, and empathetic and emotional, because it is actually a very personal and emotional topic. It's not like the other topics that that I would tell you to write on, like for example, dog training or golf or bodybuilding or making money or t-shirts, neckties. Those are just things, or right? They're not really personal. So for those topics, you just need to give information. But for these topics, again, panic attacks and anxiety attacks for order 004A, you need to be very personal because the topic themselves are very personal and very emotional. So the readers are going to be very emotional when they read your articles. So you have to connect with them, you have to relate with them, show them that you understand. Okay, this is very important. Alright, so there. And then content, of course, you deliver what you promise. Okay, so it's like in the title, you promise them that you'll give them 7 easy and fast ways, right, to relieve stress. Let's just say stress, but the topics are panic attacks. Anyway, so there, in the content, that is where you deliver your promise, right? And then in the sum up or wrap up or conclusions, this is where you basically just tell them that, hey, I delivered my promise, right? So, like, you're done with the title, the introduction, the content. In the sum up, you say, so now you now know the 7 easy fast ways to relieve stress. There, you should put this. You should put what you learned into action, something like that. So basically, just tell them that. Again, this is panic attacks and anxiety attacks. So the most common thing you will be telling them in this part will be that they need to take action, that they need to learn more about panic attacks, that they need to fight panic attacks, something like that. So you can say, after you learn the 7 easy and fast ways to blah blah blah, now you have to take action to blah blah blah, get a better life, blah blah blah, improve your life, something like that. Okay? Now, again, for the whole article, you need to be emotional and personal and casual and, of course, still very informative. Okay? Next. So there, I already discussed the topic. Next is keyword usage. Mention the keyword that I will provide you twice in the article, anywhere in the article body. And then the keywords you need to have them hyperlinked, and I'll explain that a bit later. Okay. And then titles must be 5 words or more. So yeah, around 5 to 10 words would be best. Like this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these are 7 words. Okay, the best articles are around 5 to 10 words. And then the title must contain the keyword and must be interesting. So whatever you read here, incorporate that with what you read here. Okay. Alright, now I'll explain how you do hyperlinks. If you're using Microsoft Word, I'm not sure if how this is done with OpenOffice, but I'm guessing it's the same. I'm using Microsoft Word 2010. So, okay. Here's what you do. Let me just give you an example. This is an article, right? Okay. So this is the keyword, anxiety and panic attacks. I had, usually I have you underline them, but for this, it's fine. You can still underline them because they will automatically be underlined anyway once you hyperlink them. Okay, I will give you a keyword and I will also give you a link to the website that we are promoting. Let's say that this is the link. You copy that, the URL here in the address bar. So you just copy that and then go back to your article. And then you highlight the words that you want to hyperlink. Okay, so the keywords, you highlight them and then right click on your mouse and you'll see this, hyperlink. Click on that and it will give you this. So you'll see this address, just paste the URL there and then click on OK. Alright, so there you go. It is now hyperlinked. So I'm sure you know how this works. If you control click on this, it will go to this link or this page, right? Okay, so do that for the keywords. I will give you the links that you need to use. I'll give you the keywords as well. So all you have to do is hyperlink them. Okay, and then just to go back to this, just to summarize, again, I would like to reiterate how the part where you need to be personal. Okay, again, this is a very, very sensitive topic. really. It's not just about again, it's not just about t-shirts or dog training or whatever.